Mayonnaise isn't hard, it's just misunderstood. And yet Americans are spending $2 billion on it every single year. So I'm gonna teach you how to make mayonnaise the right way with one simple trick. So you never have to buy store-bought mayonnaise ever again. Let's do it, yeah? All right. Mayonnaise. Egg in mayonnaise. If you're uncomfortable with eating raw egg in mayonnaise, you can poach the egg before applying it to your food processor. That's the one thing you're gonna need is a food processor, a blender. If you don't have a food processor or a blender, you can use like a stick blender. You can make this by hand. It is gonna be very tiresome because you gotta be whisking it and streaming in oil. But we're gonna start with one egg. Yes, the whole egg, not just the yolk. And this is that simple trick I'm talking about. This is gonna make sure that you make the most amazing mayonnaise. Just about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of water. And trust me, I've done this so many times that it's foolproof. I'm gonna set this food processor on high to blend with the water and the egg for about 2 minutes. And you'll see that it'll go from like a yellowy kind of color to a nice white fluffy color. And that water is gonna help emulsify and fluff up that egg. And it's gonna be the perfect base to start our mayonnaise. Perfect. We're there. That was what, a minute? So we're kind of frothy and still yellow. That's okay. We're gonna get it there. And we want garlic. One medium clove. Get that right in there. Garlic releases a thing called allicin. Allicin is going to act as a natural emulsifier and binder. We're gonna blend it again on medium to high for about another minute and a half to 2 minutes. I'm going to add a little pinch of salt to this. Maybe a half a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna start blending and streaming in my oil. You don't wanna use like an olive oil for this. I think blending olive oil will give it a really bitter taste. It'll break up the molecules. And you really want like a neutral oil, like a peanut oil or a soybean oil. I use avocado oil. I love avocado oil. We're gonna blend this on a medium speed. We're gonna slowly add our avocado oil. That is going to emulsify and become the thing that we know and love, which is mayonnaise. And that allicin and that garlic is going to help emulsify it as well. How high can I get it? Oh. I'm just gonna show you about halfway through. It's still a little bit loose. You're gonna add about a cup and a quarter cup to really get this emulsified. It does take a little bit of time, but I mean, the blender's doing the work. Look how thicky that is. I personally don't like my mayonnaise like super thick. I think it's weird and gross. After sitting in the fridge for at least 24 hours, it's gonna be a lot thicker. Right now, we got it pretty thick. Just some plain white vinegar and just like a teaspoon. What that's gonna do, obviously, if we're balancing out the fat and acid, the vinegar is also going to thin it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna check for seasoning again. It does need a little bit more salt. When you're salting things and seasoning things, there's kind of a threshold. When you're seasoning, you wanna get to that as close as you can without going over that threshold. With something like this, I'll kind of bring it like halfway to that threshold of seasoning because I like to utilize this mayonnaise in different applications. And don't go anywhere on this video because I'm gonna show you 4 different variations of how you can turn this mayonnaise into like different dipping sauces. But I don't wanna season it heavily right now. And that's also why I use the white distilled vinegar because I just want a neutral acid. If I was doing like a garlic aioli, maybe I'd put like lemon juice in it. I mean, like, that is so good. I challenge you to make this and put it up against your Dukes or your Hellmann's or your Heinz, whatever you got in your fridge. Like, make this. This is hands down the best mayonnaise you will ever taste in your life. It's so fresh. It's delicious. We know what's in it 100%. And honestly, this will be stable in your fridge for about a week. So I'm gonna show you about 4 renditions that I do at home, just dependent on what you're making. The first one I'm gonna make, a little garlic aioli. I'm gonna do like a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, get some garlic. We did put that 1 clove of garlic in this whole batch. It's not overly garlicky. I more utilize that garlic as like, again, like the emulsifier. I'll crush that and just give this a nice fine chop. You can microplane it as well, or use a garlic crusher, whatever you have. I think garlic aioli should have a little bit of lemon juice, just a kiss, a little bit more acidity. Rounds out that garlic. I mean, this is a staple. If you're using this to like dip French fries in, this is a good one. Oh. The longer that sits, the better it's gonna get because the garlic is gonna have a chance to actually flavor that more intensely and it'll take out some of that harsh garlic as well. But man, that's so good. Just using that homemade mayo is just a game changer. This next one, just curry powder. Simple, easy. I like doing this kind of like mayonnaise when making like a chicken salad. I'll do like a curry chicken salad or like a sandwich or just kind of on its own, but super simple. Again, just mixing up curry in that mayonnaise. This to me is perfect on a chicken salad sandwich as the dressing. So good. This one I'll do like sriracha, the one we all know and love. A little bit of Sriracha Mayo. And this is kind of like an iconic sauce on its own because like it gives you that color, right? That iconic Sriracha Mayo color. That is unreal. The other one I'm gonna do is prepared horseradish. This one's good. I use this one a lot, just a little bit. This stuff is pretty spicy. I will put a little bit of salt because sometimes I find that horseradish does need a little bit extra seasoning. A little bit of pepper in this one. And sometimes I'll add like a Greek yogurt to this too, even like a little dollop of sour cream just to kind of round it out. And you have the perfect horseradish sauce or cream sauce for like a steak is like the first thing I think about with this sauce. Dynamite. And again, the longer that sits, the better it's just gonna get. So I mean, what's stopping you? Make some homemade mayonnaise. We know what's going into it. It's super fast, it's super easy. You put a little teaspoon of water in it and the full egg, and it's basically foolproof. Possibilities are endless. These are just 4 versions that I've done, but they're delicious. This one's so good. This curry one, I mean, like, this is something I started making recently. And you know what you can put this mayonnaise on? The perfect chicken thigh. Click this video. And don't forget, like and subscribe.